Hi, Sagittarius. I know I'm late today, but better late than never. I was having issues with my phone. I'm trying to transfer everything to a different phone, and then I couldn't find my SIM card. It was a whole disaster. But yes, I'm definitely overstimulated at this point. So I said, let me do a reading because that will center me and calm me the heck down. And it feels we're doing the message from your angels and guides, and it feels like they've been trying to send you some positivity towards something, like trying to nudge you towards saying yes to something. It kind of feels like you're not listening, if I'm being honest with you, uh, because we have yes and listen deeply for where this is taking you, right? It's not the exact message, but it's for ultimately where you're going, and it's about saying yes to something. And you show up in Five of Swords energy, um, meaning whatever this is something you're rethinking. Maybe it's something you gave up on, uh, something that proposed a lot of problems or was perhaps taking too long with the Three of Wands. Uh, it can also be that kind of mind thought process that isn't so great, and where it says, I never get what I want, right? Or everything takes so long to happen. Uh, but what it's telling you in whatever this is something that you're not sure if it's a yes or a no for you. And it's telling you that you can actually have what you want here. Yes, maybe it does take a little bit longer, but that what you've been searching for is coming to you, and they want you to say yes to it. So, that will mean different things for different people. It really will. And as always, tarot's not specific in terms of the things of it all. Okay, especially when we're talking about collective energy. But, the message is allowing yourself to be happy, allowing yourself to have these things that you want, right? You have a guardian angel here, and joy and contentment. Like, they're trying to tell you, and of course, with guardian angels, they can't make your decisions for you, they can't take your actions for you, neither can guides. I mean, they can't even communicate with you directly, which would be so much simpler, wouldn't it, if they could just leave us a note or call us up, right? That would be great, but that's usually not the way it happens, you know. But it's like your happiness is being protected here. I just wonder if it's just been really super hard for you to believe it, you know. Maybe there have been times too where you'll have these sudden moments of just feeling really happy and not knowing why. I've had those where you feel very excited, but you're like, where is this coming from? Because God knows we need a reason for everything, right? We can't just be. Um, but the Seven of Cups is here with the Star and the Page of Wands. Um, they're giving you something new for the future to be excited about. But at the same time, it's you have to make the choice. Is you have to make the choice to believe that something is possible and believe in happiness, basically. They can't do that for you. The Seven of Cups. It's there, but you definitely have to choose it. And embrace it with excitement. The Page of Wands is that excitement that we tend to feel as a child. and stay motivated. It's like they're putting this in front of you, and of course you can choose not to do it, but it, it's coming down to choosing to be happy. You know, choosing to be, even embrace something that you really want. You know, maybe with the Seven of Cups, which is always about a multitude of choices and confusion, eh, you know, maybe you're not really sure what to choose for the future. But look how the light keeps changing. Isn't that funny? But they're telling you to choose you, basically, because we are the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is Sagittarius. You know, choose you. Choose what lights you up. Choose, you know, what inspires you. And also what is healing to you. Like, we should all do things that make us feel that energy. Like, that's when I'm overwhelmed, I seek the cards. And it's really interesting because the cards are my tool of choice. They're not the only way I get messages. You know, but there's like a certain level of calmness the cards bring me. Even just shuffling the cards makes me calm. You know, so they're telling you to choose your healing, to choose your excitement. You know, they really are bringing something in to make you feel that way again. So, and really have been trying to guide you towards it, honestly. Wowza. And it might be really hard, and they get that, right? Mother, Father, God, and vulnerability and freedom is about, like, yes, there are things may be hard. They may have been hard. There may have been a lot of lessons, but it's time to set yourself free of that now. Lessons are so we can learn, not so we dwell, right? It's time for you to now believe that things are possible. And, you know, you may be feeling that. You may be feeling that. The world, strength, and the King of Pentacles is here. It's time for you to believe that everything that has been hard has been leading you towards this moment, right? And that nothing worth having is without challenges. I feel like that's what the Strength card tells us. That it gives us, like, courage to know that there is nothing that we cannot overcome, right? And it could be also that someone else is helping you with that. You know, I always think the King of Pentacles, I always see the King of Pentacles as a person, you know, and they could be reminding you of everything that you have overcome. 10 of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Four of Swords. Yeah. Because it's time for you to, you can let your guard down a little bit now, Sag. You know, the Queen of Swords here has her sword facing down. You can put the sword down. You have all the answers you need. You know, you can feel good now. And really get some, I feel like this is internal rest, quite honestly, but it's time for you to move forward. You know, even move forward to your heart. It really feels a lot like this is your time. And it's really interesting because it isn't showing another person. So I don't feel like necessarily this is about romance. I don't even feel like this is a specific event, other than we're still being given this energy to open our hearts to healing, to open our hearts to possibilities. And yes, I've seen people say it before. Things have been hard for Sagittarius. They we handle the challenges. And it's because we are temperance that maybe sometimes it feels like we have more lessons, like life is a little harder for us in terms of blocks we got to step over, but it's because we're always being reminded that we can turn any situation around. And I feel like that's what, you know, and maybe even your angels and guides are telling you it's okay to stop surviving now. You did what you needed to do, and now you can feel good, feel relaxed, feel happy. Okay? Okay. And that things are possible. I feel like a lot of the energy is moving towards that for you, Sagittarius. I do. I do. So I'm not going to even pull any more advice cards. I feel like this has been all advice. So that's what I have for you. I hope it really helps. Toodles.